Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole flock of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, the Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah, not Hashem, not Yahweh, Haveh, Vaveh. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua, not Yahusha, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos. It's Yahweh. So we got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh, Bahashim Rekah Kurash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops, and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. In a sense of salutation to all I can believe in this truth and pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the whole elect. Shalom to the Akwath well listen learning, if you sis well listen learning. I'm Isaiah from GMS Atlanta account, Prophet of Doom, coming into no less than true facts, faith, and education. Another data of education, Lord always be edifying. And I just want to do a quick spiritual rant. And I titled the lesson, Raised Up to Stand as a Man of the Lord and Point Fingers at the Edomites. Being raised up to stand as a man of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua and point fingers at the Idumeans. And I thought about this title because the elder brother in the camp, Brother Gabar, he read 2 weeks ago at camp in Job 17, verse 8 and 9. So I just been thinking about this title right here. So Lord willing, this be edifying. Again, being raised up to stand as a man, a real man of the Lord, and point fingers at the Edomites, the self-proclaimed so-called white man. So, as the brother read the precept, but I'm gonna start here in Psalms 94 and 16. And it's a beautiful thing to be raised up, to be raised up, to be a real man of the Lord. Because outside of Yahweh by Shemawashah, there is no real men and real women. Outside of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, there is no such thing as a real man or a real woman. But that's what we was taught, which is called nigger culture. This black culture is ghetto heroes, right? The neighborhood dope dealer is your ghetto hero. No, a real man is serving Yahweh by Shema Shah. A real woman is following a real man that's serving Yahweh by Shema Shah. Outside of the Lord, there ain't nothing real. It's all flugazy, cubic zirconia. It's all fabricated. It ain't according to the Lord. So this is Psalms 94 and 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers, and who will stand for me against the workers of iniquity? Who gonna do this? So it's a beautiful thing to have been given this high calling. As it says, let's get this. Psalms 65. In verse 4. Blessed is the man whom thou choosest. See, blessed is the man whom thou choosest, and causeth to approach unto thee, that he may dwell in thy courts. We shall be established with the goodness of thy house, even of thy holy temple. And this is about the tabernacle of David right now, man, being built up. So the Lord gave you this calling. He chose you. He chose you. This is the top of everything, man. Let's get this. Yahweh said in John 6 and 44, it reads, No man can come to me except the Father which have sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day. So this is the Lord saying this, man. This is the Lord saying this. Let's read this again. Let's go back to bear with me here. Let's go back to Psalms, right? On here, bear with me. So let's read this again. Let's go back to this. John 6 and 44. No man can come to me except the Father which have sent me draw him, and I will raise him up in the last day, at the last day. So going back to this Psalm 65 and 4, it reads, Blessed is the man whom thou choosest and causes to approach unto thee, that he may dwell in thy courts. The men, we shall be satisfied with thy goodness. We shall be satisfied with the goodness of thy house, even of thy holy temple. So as I read Psalms 94, let's go back. Psalms 94 and 16. This is the highest calling, man. Who will rise for me against the evildoers, or who will stand for me against the workers of iniquity? So Yahweh said he's going to raise these men up in the last days, and they're going to stand. Now, going back to the reason I titled this lesson, it was because the elder brother in the camp, the brother Gabar, he older than all of us, so we call him the elder, which he is an elder, Uh, Job 17. This is heavy, man, because everything about our life is to hate wickedness. As the Lord said, hate the evil and love the good. So this is Job 17 and 6. He have made me also a byword of the people. And this is a part of the curses being called spics, spooks, porch monkeys, wetbacks, and savages. That's the names for all 12 of the tribes, man. That's the bywords. It reads, He have made me also a byword of the people. And aforetime I was as a tabret, meaning song, dances, praises. That's why they said in Psalms 137, sing us one of the songs of Zion. Verse 7, my eye also is dim. Why? By reason of sorrow. And sorrow goes back to repent. My eye also is dim by reason of sorrow, and all my members are as a shadow. To why we're in a dark place right now. Babylon the Great, when you read Job 10, 22 and 23, which King David said it, the valley of the shadow of death. Here's the point. Upright men shall be astonished at this. At what? That our eyes dim by reason of sorrow. That we are became a byword of the people. So it say, upright men shall be astonished at this, and the innocent shall stir up himself against the hypocrite. How? through the Holy Spirit of the Lord. The Lord is stirring up the innocent, stirring up. Peter mentioned the Lord will stir up our pure mind by way of remembrance. So now it said, upright men shall be astonished at this. What? The reason of sorrow, being a byword. And the innocent, which is the remnant of Israel, first the men, and then the under multitude, which is men, women, and children, shall stir up himself against the hypocrite. See, so now we're being stirred up against the hypocrite. So now we got to point this devil out. The righteous also shall hold on his way. What Yahweh said in Revelations 3, hold that fast with thy hands. The righteous also shall hold on his way, and he that have clean hands shall be stronger and stronger. And that's through the word, right? Through the words of your Lord. Let's read this. First Peter. How are we becoming stronger? You're supposed to be becoming stronger. According to the Lord, through the word, you're supposed to be becoming stronger. First Peter 2:2. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word that ye may grow thereby. So this is how we're becoming stronger. Through the word, man. Through this word, we are becoming stronger. Let's go back. Job 17. So again, it reads, the righteous also shall hold on his way. What's the way? The way of holiness. And he that have clean hands, meaning the Lord is refining us, shall be stronger and stronger. So this is Revelation 3:11. Hey, the remnant, whoever the elect men are, whoever the hopeful elect women and men are, they're going to hold on this way. Revelation 3:11, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast with thy hands, that no man take thy crown. See, so I want to make these points, man. Hey, it said they're gonna be stirred up against the hypocrite. Let's go back to this Job, man. This Job is fire. That's the reason for this lesson. The elder brother brought it out 2 weeks ago. And man, I've been meditating on this since he brought it out. Because see, now we crying out for righteousness. So again, Job 17:8, upright men shall be astonished at this, and the innocent shall stir up himself, not herself, himself against the hypocrite. And who is the hypocrite? The so-called white man. So it leads to this. Job, man, Job was going in, man. The whole time, Job was going in on these Edomites, man. Look at this. This is Job 31. I'm sorry, Job 21 in verse 27. Behold, I know your thoughts and the devices which ye wrongfully imagine against me. Here's Job speaking against the Edomites. For ye say, where is the house of the prince? And where are the dwelling places of the wicked? Have ye not asked them that go by the way? Who? The remnant, the prophets. And do ye not know their tokens? What's the tokens of these men that go by the way? It's the prophecies of the Lord. It's the words of the Lord. And so do we know the ways of the so-called white man? Yeah. Because he's a pivotal part of prophecy. What? That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. Why? Because of their tokens, which is the prophecy of the Lord. The so-called white man is fulfilling the prophecies. He's a major part. He's a pivotal part of prophecy. Isaiah 54, I'm going to keep bringing it out. Isaiah 54:16, the Lord said, he created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. So who is that smith that bloweth the coals in the fire? The so-called white man. Revelation 13, it say, he causeth all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Who is the he? It's the so-called white man. The Lord said that our food in Ezekiel 4:13 going to be defiled among the Gentiles. Well, who's defiling the food? The so-called white man. The Lord said in Luke 21 that Gentiles shall trodden down the land until the time of the Gentiles is fulfilled. Well, who is their main Gentile in the land? The so-called white man. You got Edom, Elam, and Ishmael in our land right now, which the Lord said in Amos 7. In Ezekiel 7, the Lord said He gonna bring the worst of the heathen into our land. They should defile the land. Well, who is that? The so-called white man. The Arabs were there before, but this is pointing fingers at the so-called white man because he's the one defiling the food. He's the one that created the missiles, right? The atom bomb, and they split the atom. Now they got nuclear capability, which is intercontinental ballistic missiles. This talking about the so-called white man. So again, it reads, "Who shall declare his way to his face?" Who's going to declare the so-called white man way to his face? And who shall repay him what he have done? That's going to be Yahweh Shah. But who shall declare his way to his face? Who's going to do this? The Lord raised up men to do this. So they can do what? Point fingers. Look at this, Isaiah. Somebody got to be standing in righteousness for the Lord. Isaiah 13 and 12. I'm sorry. Isaiah 13 and 2. That's fire too. Isaiah 13 and 2. It reads, "Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain." And the high mountain is America, Babylon the Great. It's the province of his time. Exalt the voice unto them. Who is the them? Them that's in the high mountain. And who control the high mountain? The so-called white man. But you got the 12 tribes that's here. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the noble. You got a picture, you shaking the hand of the Edomites when they walk by camp, like, yeah, this is the so-called, this is the devil right here. This is the wicked. So you shaking your hand, you pointing fingers. I have commanded. See, verse 3, I have commanded my sanctified ones. Who? The remnant. Revelation 14 and say, in their mouths found no guile. So it's talking about the remnant. Like it said in Job, being purified, man. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. Hey, we rejoice in the Lord's highness as well as the angels, man. Because this is about the Lord. Man, see this? The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, according to the missiles. A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts musters the hosts of the battle. Hey, this coming after the prophets raised their noise, which is the words of the Lord, man. But the point is, exalt thy voice unto them, shake thy hand, they may go into the gates of the nobles. We were talking about this last night. Ron DeSantis passed a few bills. One, it was that you can't criticize a person for their religion, right? Which is like the big bro said, they're trying to cover the small, the tiny tops. But it's about us out there telling the prophet, as the prophets of the Lord, telling people, hey, your religion gonna get you killed if you don't repent as an Israelite and turn back from that shit. But then he passed another bill and said that whites should not feel guilty about what their ancestors did to the Israelites in slavery. Well, he went to the gates of the north because he went to Israel and signed a bill over there, man. So this is them running to the gates of the north. There was another bill he passed. So, but it's already in the prophecy, man. It's all in the scriptures. Then, right, the Lord said when he called, let me get this. When he called, they stand up together, man. Isaiah 48. Let's start at 9, I think. Yeah, just a quick hit, man. I'm meditating on this. I'm gonna make this too long, Lord willing. This is Isaiah 49. For my name's sake will I defer my anger, and for my praise will I refrain for thee, that I cut thee not off. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. For my own sake, even for my own sake, will I do it. For how shall my name be polluted, and I will not give my glory unto another? So the Lord said he don't change, right? In Malachi 3 and 6. And his people ain't gonna change. Hearken unto me. Who? See right here, say, deliverance promised. Hearken unto me, O Jacob and Israel, my call. I am he, I am the first and I am the last. Who the first and the last? This is Yahweh Shai here. Because Yahweh is the the Ancient of Days. But Yahweh Shah is known as the beginning and the end. So it say verse 13 is the point. My hand also have laid the foundation of the earth, and my right hand have spanned the heavens. The right hand of Yahweh is Yahweh Shah. When I call unto them, they stand up together. Who? The prophets. Let's go back to Psalms 94. What did the Lord say? He said, when I call, they stand up together. Psalms 94 and 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand for me against the workers of iniquity? Yeah. Who? Isaiah 48 and 13. My hand also hath laid the foundation of the earth, and my right hand hath spanned the heavens. When I call unto them, they stand up together. All ye assemble yourselves and hear, which among you have declared these things. The prophets. Yahweh have loved him. He will do his pleasure on Babylon. After the words go forth, then the destruction, and its arms shall be on the Chaldeans. Let's show you this, right? It say, once the Lord have declared this, the Lord have loved it. He said he would do his pleasure on Babylon. When you go to Jeremiah, show you this is about the words going forth, but the words can't go forth without the prophets being on the scene. Jeremiah, was that Jeremiah 50 and 61? No, Jeremiah 51. I'm sorry. Jeremiah 51. And let's start at 60. So it reads, so Jeremiah wrote in a book all the evil that shall come upon Babylon. And this ain't talking about ancient Babylon. It's finna prove it. Even all these words that are written against Babylon. See, the words. The words. And Jeremiah said to Sariah, when thou comest to Babylon and see, and shall read all these words. It's talking about now. Then shall thou say, O Yahweh, thou hast spoken against this place to cut it off, that none shall remain in it. The ancient Babylon is in Iraq, and it's business going on over there. It's business right now. Neither man nor beast, but that it shall be desolate forever. And it shall be when thou hast made an end of reading this book, which is Amos 8 and 11, the famine of the word, that thou shalt bind a stone to it and cast it into the midst of the Euphrates. And thou shalt say, thus shall Babylon sink and shall not rise from the evil that I will bring upon her, and they shall be weary. Thus far are the words of Jeremiah. So, how do these words go forth? How do the words go forth? This is Amos 3 and 7. Surely Yahweh power do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. We read Amos 2. Let's go over here. Who are the prophets? Who are the servants? Who are the prophets? It tell you right here. Both of those questions answered right here. Amos 2 and 9. Yet destroy I the Amorite before them, whose height was like the height of the cedar, and he was strong as the oak. Yet I destroy his fruit from above, and his roots from beneath. Also I brought you up from the land of Egypt, and led you 40 years through the wilderness to possess the land of the Amorite. And I raised up, as the title of the lesson is, and I raised up of your sons for prophets, and of your young men for Nazarites. Is it not even thus, O ye children of Israel, saith Yahweh? And this word children here, when you look it up, it means sons. So who are the prophets? And who are the servants? When you read Leviticus 25 and 55, It reads, "For unto me, the children of Israel, the sons of Israel are servants. They are my servants, whom I brought forth out of the land of Egypt. I, Yahweh, am your power." Hold on. This is Isaiah, and it should be leaving right about now, but Isaiah 54 and 17. And it reads, "No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. Why, Lord? This is the heritage of the servants of Yahweh, and their righteousness is of me, saith Yahweh." Man, Luke 21 and 15. So you can't tell a man of the Lord shit. You can get in line or get trashed. Luke 20 and 15, "For I will give you a mouth and wisdom," Deuteronomy 4, "which all your adversaries, some of them, Lord, all your adversaries should not be able to gainsay nor resist." So let's get this. This is Job. I love it, man. Job 15 and 21. What Esau hearing? Look at this. Job 15 and 21. "A dreadful sound is in his ears, and prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him." What's this? What's dreadful? Let's see. Let's see what dreadful is. Hey, when you watch the movie Judge Dredd, right? You got the old one, but then I like the new one. And he had to go into the building, and he locked the building down when he was in there. Look, what's dread? Terror. Hold on. Strong definition. Fear, terror, a sudden alarm. Man, terror, man. That's all we need. Let's see what this 86342 goes to. You got to feel tremble, be in awe or dread. Say to be in great dread. See what the strong got. Slow down. It say be afraid, stand in awe and fear, make to shake. Ooh, to be startled. Yeah, man. So let's go back. Job 15 and 21. "A dreadful sound is in his ears. In prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him." That's in Job 20. Tell you when he about to feel his belly, then the Lord gonna cast a furious anger on him. "He believeth not that he shall return out of darkness." See, because their power was in secret. But the Lord said in Jeremiah 49 and 10, "I have made Esau bare." But how is he being made bare? Through the words of the Lord, man. See, the Lord let Esau feel this measure as being wicked, conquering the whole earth for the most part. Because that nigga can't conquer the ocean. He can't conquer the Amazon. So for the most part, he can't leave Earth, can't get to the moon, can't go to Mars. And they're going to discover 3% of the ocean. But land, for the most part, he have. "He believeth not that he should return out of darkness, and he is waited for of the sword." So the Lord had him to feel his measure. That's why the Lord said in 1 Corinthians 4, he set the apostles up last. So the prophets come on the scene last to filter all the shit that the so-called white man has done through the scriptures. Because everything that the so-called white man is doing is not outside of the Lord, man. The Lord got the so-called white man in the box. But then the so-called white man want to teach you that the Lord is in the box. That's a confusion. See? Jeremiah. See, this is all about Jacob and Esau, man. Jeremiah 50. And why are these devils trembling? Because of the words of the Lord, man. Jeremiah 50 and 43. "The king of Babylon have heard the report of them." What's the report? What's the report? That destruction is coming. That your time is up. "The king of Babylon had heard the report of them, and his hands waxed feeble. Anguish took hold on him as pains as of a woman in travail." Men standing in great boldness, telling these devils that it's curtains, man. It's over. This is I got Three more precepts here. Job 11 and 12. See the Lord, like that's why you got Habakkuk said it, Job said it, uh, Michael said it. He said, I will wait on the Lord until he plead my cause. And Job and Habakkuk said, I will stand upon my watch and see what he would say to me. Once you being reactivated to the truth, then the Lord gonna tell you what to do. The Lord tell you what to do. Job 11:12. For vain man would be wise, and what the Lord did, he he preserved the remnant, man. We was all fools in the world, but then he made us wise through this truth. For vain man would be wise, though man be born like a wild ass's coat. That's why he's the Lord. So we became a degenerate plant, right? If thou prepare thine heart, which the Lord got to do this, and stretch out thy hands towards him, if iniquity be in thy heart, put it far away, and let not wickedness dwell in thy tabernacles. Here's the point. For then thou shalt lift up thy face without spot, like it said in Job. So now we're lifting up our face to do what? Yeah, thou shalt be steadfast and standing in this truth, man. Standing and what? And shall not fear. We don't got no more fear for the so-called white man. It's over. That shit is over. It's over. Now we serving Yahweh Shema Shai. And the Lord said, as long as you serving me, you have no reason to fear these heathens. Because I was the Lord was the one that raised them up. So I got these two precepts, Ezekiel 37. Just something quick, man. I was meditating on when the brother brought this out the other week, man. It's fire that Job. Ezekiel 37 and 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceedingly great army. And you see these men everywhere now. We talking about great millstone. This is Revelation. There's affiliates out there. And then you got, as they say, the One West. But this truth came out of GMS, man. The truth came from our spiritual fathers, the apostles, GMS, our spiritual uncles, man. In Revelations 11. This truth came from the apostles and elder bishops of GMS, man. Revelations 11:11. After 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from power entered into them. This is a precept to the Ezekiel 37:10. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. And then you got the one in Wisdom of Solomon 5. Let's read that. I'm reading from the phone here. It reads, Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no count of his labors. So I just want to make this point, man. The Lord got men standing in great boldness, and I'm going to go back to this Job and close with this, man. It's Job is fire. Job 17 and 8. Upright men should be astonished at this. You read up, it's talking about we was a byword, we was made desolate. And the innocent shall stir up himself against the hypocrite. The righteous also shall hold on his way, which is the way of holiness. It's in Isaiah 35. And he that have clean hands shall be stronger and stronger. And as the so-called white man is waxing weaker and weaker, the remnant, the tabernacle of David, is waxing stronger and stronger. Lord was edifying. Give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rekah Kodash. The honors to the apostles, elder bishop, and elders of great millstone, rule well, teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, accepted not, in the sincere salutation to all the Akim, believing this truth and pushing this truth with the four winds of the earth. The entire world shall not to the whole elect. Shalom to the Akwath who are listening learning. If you sisters who are listening, do I tuning in? May Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua continue to bless you in your houses. May the blessing of Alex be upon your house. Until next time, we say Shalom. Wa Uba Uba.